Test, test. Amadas, amadas, amadas. Good morning. Today we'll be doing something a little bit different. We'll be doing the Nembutsu Sange today, and then the仏説阿弥陀経. Okay, so again we'll do the Nembutsu Sange, and we will do the仏説阿弥陀経, which is on page 103. Okay, page 103 of this book here, just in case. Okay, great. Thank you.
妙暗極楽合同 海税司法宗相違女税公異国名暗極楽舎利音極楽国土牛ポ地白毒水十万号中地大順に今社富士四辺街道金言瑠璃ハリ五条上右老格薬医金言瑠璃ハリ社公爵襲名の二言直死地中蓮華大尿者臨床式称号王式王公爵式釈公白式白公微妙公見者利音国羅国道上十尿税空毒将軍者利音二分国土上差天学黄金二次中夜六時にウバンダラケ五国修上上位昇丹各位へ国上者妙慶空用他法中万の区分即位時期次元等本国本時期教業者利音極楽国土長寿行税空毒将軍武士者利音二国上右修寿奇妙座式市長白国弱王武者利下領美学名市長税小州長中夜六時水和下音五音面長五根合力七五大分八正道分尿税東方合同修正門税音二海新年文年法年創者利音尿門二市長人税財王少少少医者が非分国道部三幕衆者利音合部国土小部三幕道市名が教宇人税小州長改税阿弥陀文欲両法温泉流園芸少佐者利音二部国土未風水路小法59法羅網水微妙未尿薬全十学同時草門税音社会費年上年分年法年創始新者利音合部国土上寿行税空毒将軍者利音お如意運がい分が東郷阿弥陀者利本二部公明無料生じ報国無償生下成功合意阿弥陀者利本二分寿命有語人民無料無変が葬儀公公明阿弥陀者利音阿弥陀文上文二愛黄金寺公者利音二分 小の地消防殺種薬部行税者利四二部国道上重行税空毒将軍者利四国ら国道修上少者改税阿弥バチ五十打部一小部小五主人大座三十小の知識単価無料無縁阿葬儀五千者利四修上門者応答願願小異国小異者が特用尿税少女千人空営一生者利四不可以小千言福徳因縁徳小異国者利四薬千難死千用人門千阿弥陀文修持名号脈一日脈二日脈三日脈四日脈五日脈六日脈七日一心不乱五人臨妙十字阿弥陀文妙少少十現在五千世人十字神父天道即徳往生阿弥陀文国ら国土者利四が県税利公選四言訳修上門税聖者報道願小異国土者利四用が根者三段阿弥陀文不可思議空毒東訳圧縮微分修味総分大修味分修味公分用音分用税と合賀者修小分各応合国水工場絶相演風三千大先生会戦場人言用等修上等新税小三不可思議空毒一切小分小五年用者利四南方正解有日が道分尿門公分大円見分修味道分無料小人分尿税統合が者種小分各応合国水工場絶相演風三千大先生会戦場人言用等修上等新税小三不可思議空毒一切小分小五年業者利四最王正解無料十分無料総分無料能分大公分大名分能総分上公分尿税等諸合賀者修小分各応合国水工場絶相演風三千大先生会戦場人言用等修上等新税小三不可思議空毒一切小分小五年業者利四の法正解有縁見分最小音分難小分日小分毛明分尿税と合賀者修小分各応合国水工場絶相演風三千大先生会戦場人言用等修上等新税小三不可思議空毒一切小分小五年業者利四下法正解有志四分尿門分尿公分断魔分能道分自法分尿税等合賀者修小分各応合国水工場絶相演風三千大先生会戦場人言用等修上等新税小三不可 可思議空毒一切小文小合念行シャリオン情報正解有言論文宿王文工場文高校文大円見文雑式法系言新聞シャラ十王文法系特文言一切義文要修未戦文要税統合が社首相文各王合国水工場絶相変風三千大先生会戦場人言用等修助等新税小三風化市議空毒一切小文小合年業シャリオン農業異運河が公明医一切小文小合年業シャリオン薬善南自然用人門税小部小専用牛業描写税小善南自然用人会一切小文具小合年国会徳風大天王はのくたら三脈三宝大税公シャリオン尿等街道真珠が合牛小部小専シャリオン脈人異本願根本願等本願欲小阿弥陀仏国者税承人と海徳風大天王あのくたら三脈三宝大王非国道略一生略根性略東小税公シャリオン小税南自然用人脈信者王道本願小異国道シャリオン尿が根者小三小文風化市議空毒異小仏と薬小線が風化市議空毒にさ税根社会に分の異人南慶不思議のシャバ国土公辱悪性公辱権辱煩悩辱修正辱病辱中徳はのくたら三脈三宝大小修正先税一切政権南進司法者利音統治が王辱悪性行使南寺徳はのくたら三脈三宝大一切政権聖子南進司法税人南部戦士教医者利音牛小美具一切政権天人な修羅等文文小説願義真珠祭にこ仏説阿弥陀経南 Namanna, 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 sammanna, sammanna, samannas, namanna, 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 namannas.
Morning, everybody. Thank you very much for participating in the Sange, the Nembutsu, and then the Bussetsu Amida Kyo, today otherwise known as the Smaller Sutra. Today I'd like to talk about that there are two kinds of wisdom. Okay, there's the wisdom of the human being or the sentient being, and then there's the wisdom of the Buddha. Okay, and these two kinds of wisdoms are very different. The first one, with regard to the sentient being, the human being wisdom, human beings' wisdom, these things have created, through our intelligence, many things throughout the time of history and the development of humanity, different kinds of, scientific advances. Penicillin, when that came out, that was a big thing, right? It cured a lot of illnesses, antibiotics, and through the modern medicine, we are able to kind of rid ourselves of a lot of ailments and just physical sufferings. In addition to that, we have, through technology, today we have the iPhone, right? We have GPS systems that can get us around, cars and automobiles and trains that can transport goods as well as ourselves through different areas in a blink of an eye, what seems to be in a blink of an eye, or very quickly. We can traverse over great oceans through airplanes and be able to get from here to Paris within a day, right? And email, things like email. Before you'd have to, I just remember the stories of Paul Revere riding on the horse to let the Minutemen know that the British were coming. And to now, that we have email that we can just kind of send within a matter of seconds to people who are halfway across the world and be able to get our messages across. So, through all these different things throughout the history of time, we have, through human wisdom, been able to make our lives much, much more convenient, much, much more livable, I would say, and tolerable than previously what people had to go through. And so the natural inclination is to think that through this linear pattern, right, that we've found ourselves in, that we can continue to mitigate and maybe eventually eradicate suffering at one point, right? At some point, and live a life of true hedonism and true happiness. If there's no physical suffering, then we would live true happiness, right? And that's where the natural kind of logical way of thinking about human wisdom, and we've relied on this way of thinking for a very long time. But the same human wisdom also has its limitations, right? The same human wisdom is also what created the atomic bombs, right? The same human wisdom has also, I remember learning in history when the Civil War broke out, right? Just prior to the Civil War breaking out, the Winchester rifle, which is famous here in San Jose because of the Winchester Mansion, but the Winchester rifle and the idea of how a rifle works kind of became invented at this time. And so I don't know why I remember this detail, but inside the barrel of the gun, what previously muskets, it would just be like this pipe, but in the barrel, they would create this threading that would kind of curve in the pipe. And what they found is when they create these grooves in the pipe, right, the bullet would then spin. It would shoot a lot straighter. And so instead of it, after a certain distance, kind of losing its trajectory, they found that through this rifle system that the bullet can shoot straight. And because of this, thousands of people died during the Civil War. And it was the casualties were just massive during the Civil War. And a lot of people died because of this technology that was created. And so continue on, fast forward to World War II, as I just mentioned, the dropping of the atomic bombs, one bomb killing upwards of up to 90,000 people. And that's just from the blast itself, right? Thereafter, we have nuclear fallout, we have radiation poisoning, and just untold amounts of suffering that is created thereafter from these atomic bombs. We have biological warfare, what it seems to be is that, when we create one medicine or when we are able to cure one kind of illness, we figure out another weapon that'll better kill some people, better kill many people, actually, napalm and these, ballistic, anti-ballistic missiles and these kinds of things, right? That we figured out better ways to kill each other, better ways to be more coercive, better ways to be more manipulative of other people through our technology, and this is through the limitation of human wisdom. And because the reason for that, from a Buddhist standpoint, is because of the egocentric mind. And the presupposition and the base of everything, if there is still the ego mind, then no matter how much wisdom that we create on top of that base, it will still be limited. We will still be doing things out of self-motivation, out of interest of self-preservation over other people. And so in contrast to this, we have the Buddha's wisdom, which is transcending of both good and evil, which transcends right and wrong, which transcends black and white, left and right. All of these different categories of boxes that we here on the human side create these distinctions. The Buddha Dharma, or the Buddha's wisdom, surpasses this and transcends this and shows us a world that embraces all sentient beings as they are, not just humans, but trees, the ocean, fish, crickets, cockroaches, all things are embraced within this one transcendent reality, right? And because it is non-discriminative, because this wisdom does not discriminate, and because this wisdom is, or this compassion is altruistic, we call that the principle of true reality. We call that the world of absolute truth. When we awaken to this, I wrote so small, my notes are so small, I can't really see what the heck I wrote. But anyway, when we awaken to this world, we don't hold on so tightly anymore to this world. Shinran Shonin uses the word yo ito, which means literally it means to reject this world, okay? But it's not rejecting this world. It's understanding that there is a transcendent reality beyond this world that allows us to be able to kind of, in a sense, let go and not hold on to this world so tightly. When we are able to let go, we are able to then to live this life a little bit more loosely, in a sense, with a little bit more flexibility, with a little bit more tolerance and understanding of the people around us, tolerance and understanding of ourselves and this world that we walk within. It's kind of like the example of, if you could imagine, there's this one tightrope and you're high up. I forget what those people are called, but they have to kind of walk on this line in a very high elevation. It's very scary and nerve-wracking, right? But they're not looking down, right, at every step. What they're doing is actually kind of looking ahead and seeing where the end goal is. And because of that, they're able to, and of course, through a lot of practice and focus, but they're able to look at the direction that they need to go, the target that they need to go. So instead of looking down and creating this sense of fear within themselves of what if I fall and man, it's really far down there. But instead of doing that they have this target to go towards. Right? In the same way, it is the same for us. with this tradition, the Pure Land, when we're taught about the Pure Land, when we're taught about the Pure Land teachings, and that there is a world that is beyond this one, that is beyond but also embraces this one, we are then able to create, or not create, we are able to see this target in this life, right? And as we walk this life, we walk towards that Pure Land. We walk towards this end goal here of reaching a world of no suffering. Right? And because of that, we don't have to look down and be so fearful of where we are right now. We have the target ahead and can move forward. And when we are moving forward, this world becomes less focused. And I say that in a good way now. It becomes less focused in the sense that what becomes the focus is the Pure Land. And this path then becomes easier to walk. It becomes easier to traverse. We become more flexible. We become more tolerant. We become more supple. We become more soft and gentle as we walk this life, because the focus is now on the Pure Land. Okay, and that's kind of one example in which we could kind of explain what this teaching is, right? And what this tradition is trying to tell us and trying to show us through the Buddha Dharma. Okay, so I've kind of talked on here for a while. I'd like to end here with that example, and hopefully we can kind of keep these things in mind as we go about our day today. Okay, thank you very much. I will close with the Gogun Shol. The 28th of this month marks the date of the annual ceremony for Shinran Shonin, the founder of our tradition, and a great many people are diligently planning to practice the Nembutsu and join in the service on the day in order to express their gratitude to him for all he has done for us. This is because they understand the truth of the words to receive from the stream and trace its flow back to its source. This is entirely due to the universal nature of Shonin's teaching. In recent years, however, a number of individuals have been found to be confusing others by creating distorted teachings, never voiced in our tradition. They have also been reprimanded by local land stewards and feudal lords. They abide in erroneous views and are far from being in accord with the peaceful awareness of our tradition. Is this not lamentable? It is indeed very sad, disgraceful, in fact. Manas. Amanat manas. Thank you very much. So we'll conclude this morning's service with the Amida Kyo and today's reflections. I do want to mention that next Thursday at 5:30, I believe that's November 13th. So what's today's date? 6 plus 7, 13th. Yes, November 13th, Thursday at 5:30 p.m. here at the JSC Kodo. We will be doing the IBS Memorial Service, where we read off the names of those individuals who have made a contribution or who were very supportive of the Institute. So we will do the memorial service at that time. And our guest speaker will be Reverend Candice Shibata, an alumni of IBS who serves at the Stockton Buddhist Church. And so she will be joining us and will be our guest speaker for that evening. So if you if you would like the Zoom link, I will try to get a hold of that and be able to post that onto the link below, or the message box below. But if not, we would love to see you here, and that would be great if you might be able to come and join us in person. So with that, let's see, in terms of the Saho, or the liturgy today, the Amida Kyo normally is done with what's called, I don't even know what to call it other than to say that they're sticks. There are these two sticks. Actually, let me just show you. Something like this. Okay, You've probably seen this before. And what happens is you just kind of hit it like that. I don't know how it's picking up on the mic here, but that's the way that it sounds. And so I guess I could show you how what we were trying. Okay, is that you kind of hold them loosely here instead of kind of gripping them like, like, I don't know, weapons or anything like that. You hold it very kind of steady like this, and then kind of let the sticks kind of ring here, okay? So I apologize if it's coming out really loudly on the mic here, but I just want to give you an idea. That's actually precisely why I didn't use the sets. Oh, these are called settaku. And this is actually why I didn't use it for this morning service, is because what I've noticed is that when I do this at my home temple here, that it picks up really loudly on the microphone, and so I don't use these during when we have Zoom on, because I've noticed that it becomes a real distraction in terms of the chanting as opposed to kind of keeping the pace. And that's the intention of this. It's supposed to be kind of keeping the pace of the Amida Kyo. You may have noticed that the Amida Kyo starts to pick up pace. And that just naturally happens when you're reading things redundantly at a certain tempo. The tempo just through human error naturally speeds up. And so that's why partway through it stops to kind of reset the pace and then kind of set the pace again. So that reset has been kind of ritualized, but that's because it's already assumed that the speed is going to pick up, so it gets stopped once and then it resets and then start over, and then we kind of go from there, but it eventually gets fast again. So that's how that's done. The Amida Kyo, if it's done kind of smoothly and naturally, it takes about 15 to 20 minutes. And that's kind of roughly what we did. I kind of intentionally went slowly today, just to make sure, because I haven't done this in a while. I haven't done it in a while, but also that, the intention, the speed it's not about speed. It's not about the faster I do it, the better I am at it, or the more that I can appeal to people, how good I am at this, how much I know this, how much I practice this, and the intention is not for speed here. We're not racing, okay? The intention is, again, actually to have the Sangha to participate together, right? That's the whole purpose of doing these things, that the Sangha together are one in voicing the praise of Amida Buddha's virtues, are one in voicing the teaching of the Buddha and the Nembutsu teaching, right? And the sound of the Nembutsu, right? And so that's why we are encouraged to do this together. So inevitably, if you go too fast, you will lose people. So it has to go at a very steady pace. But the problem is that when you go too slow, then people start falling asleep and people start not coming, and so it has to be done at a kind of a reasonable kind of pace, I would say. And so that's the trick about Amida Kyo. It's kind of unfortunate because I've noticed that the Amida Kyo doesn't get as chanted as much as it used to. In Japan, this is typically done for memorial services. It's a tradition that hopefully we can somehow keep alive. But that's the significance of the Amida Kyo. Okay, and okay, yeah. Before I talk too much, I think I will end there, and then I will again put in the comment box the link to the IBS Memorial Service, which again will be happening on November 13th. Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Okay, thank you very much.